Well, having gone through this whole course, I think it'll be pretty clear to you that there are going to be times when you're going to hit the wall of your own expertise. You're going to have to hire someone to help you with WordPress. That's okay. That's going to come. There's going to be complex things you're going to need to do. I'm thinking here in particular of custom post types and taxonomies, for example. This gets pretty complex, especially if there's going to be any interaction between them. I had a case, for example, where I had a book type and a meeting type, and meetings were tied to books. So whenever I displayed a book, I needed to show all the meetings associated with it. Well, that gets into some complex database relationships, some queries that need to be written, and I just didn't have the expertise for it. So you call in an expert to help with it. Now, I hope one of the things this course will do for you is, even if you saw something and you weren't sure you were able to do it, at least it gave you a sense of what it takes to do it. For example, building a custom theme options page. You can see now what it takes to do it. So if someone quotes you 6 hours to do something, and you're looking at it going, well, really, it should only take about an hour and a half, you're in a better position to hire people and know what it is you're expecting from them. Another place where it pays to hire someone is the moving of installations. If you've got to take a client's WordPress site and move it to another server, or it's become corrupted, for example, and there's something wrong with it there, it's got a virus or something in it, always best to hire someone who knows what they're doing for this, because you can make things worse by not knowing what you're doing. So there's going to be lots and lots of times where you're going to need some help. Where do you find that help? Well, a good place to start is at codepoet.com. This is a special site set up by Automatic, the people who make WordPress, and they have gathered the addresses of developers from around the world, and you can find trusted people at that site. That's a great place to start. Other places, jobs.wordpress.net has a great listing of jobs, so you could post the project you want there. Same with a lot of the freelance sites. There is Odesk, for example. It's got its own section just for WordPress. Because there are so many jobs these days, it pays for them to actually focus on this as a specialty amongst their programmers. And then there are sites like digwp.com. This is for digging into WordPress, a very popular book about WordPress. They have a post there where people leave comments, and those comments are from developers, and they leave their name and address and some portfolio information. Lots and lots of great resources like that when you dig around on the internet. Another place I think is great to go is find someone who's built a really great plugin that you like, or search for great plugins on the WordPress.org site and check out the home pages of those developers. They very likely have a development company that you can hire, or just themselves as a freelancer. And you know they've done great work, so you want to hire them for some new work. And very important, I think, is getting involved in your local WordPress community. Maybe you've got a WordCamp you could go to, or WordPress meetup groups. There's plenty of those all over the world. Go and join them, and you meet other designers too, and you meet some developers. Start forming some relationships with some local people, and you may find some help there. It's going to happen. You're going to need help at some point with some project. It's going to get too complex. Go out there. Lots of people now who do WordPress, but lots of people who claim they do WordPress, so you need to vet them very carefully. And I think these are some places to go where you've got the vetting done for you to a certain extent, and then you're hiring the right people.